this is a hard thing. I was really nervous about telling you guys this because I didn't know what you guys were going to think or say. But I finally got to a place where I was like, I can't keep going on with you guys and telling you how much I appreciate you without you knowing everything about me, okay?
You're watching a video of around the world. Local soccer coach Cage Leitner with Portland Community Football Club telling his players he's transgender. He shared with players he had a tough time growing up female and that 10 years ago transitioned to male. And we're pleased to have Cage with us on the couch this morning because this story got so many of us talking and interested in hearing more about why, Cage, you made this decision at this time in your life to share with your players.
Yeah, it was a long time coming, actually. It's something that I've been not completely hidden about. It's on our website. It's in another video we posted early on in the club's history. But I just hadn't specifically talked to the players yet. And it's something that I'm proud of. I'm a proud out queer transgender man, and I thought that visibility for other folks, especially in the sports world, especially in coaching, is so important. And I was really nervous about telling kids. I was nervous about what would their reaction be. I was nervous about what would parents think. There's a lot of stigma still out there.
Well, it's been almost a week, right, Kathy?
Yeah.
So what has the reaction been?
It's been amazing. The kids have been awesome. A lot of the kids' responses have just been kind of, okay, let's go play soccer, you know?
And one of the questions that came up,
kids,
the age of the kids, it was quite a span from 8 years old to 17.
Yeah, and I thought of that before when I knew I was going to talk to them, those are pretty different ages to try and explain something somewhat complicated to. So it went really well, and what you can't actually hear in that video very well is one of our youngest players asking me, are you a boy or are you a girl? And I think that's a really appropriate answer, a question from a young kid. They're just trying to understand, what do you mean? And so it was time to do it. It was time to talk to the kids and be more authentic and be more open.
Well, it sounds like it's something they could have heard secondhand anyway, because so many people did know about it already. So maybe it is better just to address it directly and not let them hear rumors or something, just hear it from you.
Yeah, somebody that they know, they trust, they love and respect, and I think that's ultimately going to change a lot of minds of those kids about what it means to be transgender.
You were telling us in the commercial break, you're very involved in these kids' lives. You pick a lot of them up, take them to practice, take them home in many cases, so quite more than just a coach. But was that a concern? I mean, there's the line of I'm just coach, now I'm sharing something beyond that with my kids. What was that conversation like in your own mind? You know,
honestly, I didn't think too much into that because of the relationship I have with these kids, because I know them so well. We talk about things way beyond soccer. When I'm driving them around, we're talking about family and school and how are things going for you. A lot of the kids are living in low-income neighborhoods. I have a collection of kids coming here from Rwanda. They've been in the States for about 3 years, and we talk about all sorts of things in their lives.
Because one of the missions of Portland Community Football Club is to provide this experience for families who cannot pay for their kids to be involved in sports. Right. You know, we brought up the question, and you said you were comfortable answering it and addressing it, and that was if the parents knew. The parents of your players you talked with, were they aware?
You know, some of them knew. Some of them that have been in part of the club for about 4 or 5 years just have found out earlier on, but majority of parents didn't know yet. And I didn't have a concern about them finding out by me. The way that many parents found out is I sent them the video via text message and just said, hey, I talked to our players today. Here's what came about from it. Here's the video. And parents just were overwhelmingly, this is great. Thank you. We love you. You're a great coach. Thank you for helping our kids.
You already felt comfortable with these parents, though.
Very much. Yeah, very
Must have been a sense of relief, though, to have it out there and affirmed and feel that all was okay. I know another of your missions is to make you know, the soccer field available to LGBTQ, you know, anybody who wants to come play, and you feel like you're one of few places doing that.
I do, and that's actually part of the other reason I came out, is that I wanted to make it even more known that this is really a welcoming place, because people aren't going to assume that I'm transgender. I don't look transgender. There's not an obvious thing, not that there's any certain way to look transgender, but I fit very stereotypical norms. I look very masculine. There's nothing about me that people are going to assume. And so now that I'm out very publicly, now I'm hoping that there will be families and kids and other coaches that say, oh, cool, I can go be myself there. And then we just open up the diversity even more.
Well, that's a great message.
Soccer's for everybody.
Soccer's for everybody. All for soccer and soccer for all. That's our tagline.
Thanks so much for coming by.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
All right,